Hey there, Sara and Nick. How you guys doing? This is Ashley. This is a video that I just got off the phone talking to Sara about. I'm excited to make this video for you guys. I'm going to try and keep it as short as I possibly can. There's a lot of information that's going to be in it and that I'm going to provide to you guys. So if you guys have any questions whatsoever at the end of the video, just reach out. I'd love to talk some more and you can kind of take things from there. So first thing that I want to talk about is your guys' website. Now, the overall look of your guys' website is clean, it's nice, but looks aren't everything. So there's a lot that actually goes into a site. So when it comes to having a website, it's actually all about how user-friendly it is, how easy it is to navigate that site, and to be able to cater to different types of people coming to your site for whatever reason that may be. Now, what I mean when I say that is when somebody comes to your website, they're not wanting to have to read all your content and scroll throughout your entire website to figure out what services you offer, what areas you offer them in, how to get a hold of you for those services, and so on and so forth. So what we like to do in all of our websites and what we call the header of the site, we like to have all that information readily available. We like to have all that information right from the start of the site without them having to even scroll. So what I like about your guys' site is you guys have your services tab and a drop-down menu. That's great. That makes your site look that much more professional and put together. It also makes your site that much more user-friendly. I also like how you guys have your click-to-call phone number right from the start of the site. That also is great for client conversion, and it's also great for user friendliness. You know, it just makes it easier for people to get a hold of you. Now, I would recommend implementing a form submission option somewhere from the start of the website. And what that does is that gives people a different option to get a hold of you for those services, and it also is great for client conversion. Now, the reason why you want multiple different ways for people to get a hold of you is because some people like to talk on the phone and some people don't. So again, we want to make sure that we have different ways for people to get a hold of you all throughout your website multiple times. Now, the next thing that I'm going to talk about is your guys' content. Now, when it comes to content, it's considered to be, quote, king in the eyes of Google. And the reason for that is because Google can only read, so the more content you have, the better. Now, we don't want just any old written content that can negatively affect your website. We want keyword-rich, authoritative content. Now, what that means is if we were to start working together, what we would do is we'd go do competitive keyword research. Based on that research, we'd go and find keywords that we know are going to bring you and your company more business. We take those keywords, send them out to our professional content writers, and what they do is they strategically embed those keywords throughout the content that they're writing about you, about the amazing services that you offer, so on and so forth. Now, those keywords are so very important, and I'll show you some of them here in a little bit, but they're so important because they're what people are typing in Google to find the services that you offer. So if you don't have those keywords in your content, nobody's going to find you. Now, if we scroll through your content, I can see that you guys have a little bit, which is definitely a start, but it's not enough to be considered an authority. You need at least a minimum of 1,500 to 2,000 words of that keyword-rich authoritative content. So I'm going to show you your guys' competitor. So I did a general search in Google. Now, I could have done a million different searches with all the different services that you guys offer, but this video would be way too long. So it's just to give you an idea of what is out there business-wise, and so on and so forth. So if I scroll down to the organic section, these guys from the organic section are one of your guys' competitors. Now, I'm going to show you how to beat these guys. But if we take a look at their site, we can see it's nothing special. It's outdated. It's that's just the word that comes to mind is outdated. but it's currently outranking your guys' website, which in my opinion looks way better than what theirs currently does. And that's where I said looks aren't everything. It's what is behind your website that powers your website that really packs the punch, I guess I should say. So they got the click to call phone number, they have their services and drop down menus, they have their service areas, and then they have more content than you guys. That's one of the reasons they're outranking you and that they're getting more business than what you guys currently are getting. Now these guys are not going to be hard to beat. There's nothing special, put it that way. So if we were to go and do what we need to do content-wise, backlink wise, keywords wise, we'd be beating these guys out in no time. But if we come over here, I did that general search, and I'm just going to break down Google based on this general search that I did. So Google's broken down into 3 different sections. And if you're not aware, I'll break them down a little bit further for you. The first section, as you can see, are the ads. As you can see right now, the Google guaranteed ads are there. If you're not familiar with them, basically Google will guarantee the job up to a certain percentage in terms of money. Now the conversion rate for these are pretty high, and that's good for you guys because you only get charged for calls. And as I'm sure you're well aware, most of the time when somebody's going to be calling you, they're more prone to actually making a purchase from you rather than maybe filling out a form submission option, so on. But don't get me wrong, those options all have their own conversion rates, which can be pretty high as well. So the next section I'm going to go to is the Google My Business section. And this area, as every part of Google, is an important section to be in. Because just like with your website, how some people come to call, some people want to come to message, same thing with Google. Some people come to strictly go to the ads, some people strictly go to the GMB, and so on and so forth. So if you're in every single one of those spots all over Google for all the keywords you want to be found for, you have the highest odds. Now in order to get ranked in this area, because as you can see you guys currently are not, it takes a few different things. One of them is having citations, another is reviews, keeping up with your GMB, posting on your GMB weekly, pictures. There's a lot that goes into this area here, but again, it's an important section to want to be in. The next section that I'm going to go over, which is the last section of Google, is the organic section. And in order to get ranked in this area, it requires having the most relevant backlinks. Now keep that in mind because I'm going to show you what having a non-relevant website, a non-relevant backlink can do to your website. So again, as I scroll through on this first page of Google, we don't see your guys' website, which is obviously an issue because now you guys are not on the first page at all. You guys are actually on the 4th page. That is where I found you. And as you know, nobody is going to the 4th page of Google. Let me actually let's see, where are you guys? Is it the 3rd page? Okay, so you guys might actually be on the 5th page. Okay, so I had to stop that, or I didn't want this to get too long. So you guys are actually on the 7th page of Google. So I just went through and you guys are there. And you're almost on the 8th page of Google, which again, nobody's going to the 2nd page of Google, let alone the 8th page. So if we come over here, I'm going to show you your guys' stats. Now the UR is how trustworthy or legit Google looks at your site. This is rated out of a 100. You guys are currently rated a 6. The backlinks that you guys have, you have 174 and they're rated a 6. Again, this is out of 100, so that shows you the backlinks that you guys have are not really doing much for you, and that's where having a bad link can negatively affect you and hurt your rankings. Now, as you can see, because of all of this, you guys are only getting 6 people to your website per month. That's a per month number. So if we come over here and show you your guys' competitor, we can see they also have a 6 for a DR. They have a lot of backlinks that are not doing much for them, but because of this and because of their website, look at the traffic that they're pulling in. Again, that's a per month number. And keep in mind, this is just one of your competitors. Now, if we take a look at the keywords, remember those keywords I was talking about earlier? We can see that this keyword here alone is being searched 100 times each and every month, and 21 people are going to their website. If we continue looking through, Plumber MN, 40 people, 400 people searching this keyword here. There's a lot of keywords that you guys are missing out on that you guys just aren't being found for. If we look at the keywords you guys are being found for, we can see a lot of the keywords are from FAQs, maybe blogs. You guys don't have any good keywords that you guys are being found for. The keywords you guys do have, you're in the 41 position, which is roughly the 4th, 5th page of Google, which again, nobody's going to the 2nd page, let alone the 5th page. So that is all I have for you as of right now. You see what you guys are currently getting versus what you could be getting. It literally just takes you wanting to take your business to the next level in order to get there. I know Sarah was talking about you guys putting in an offer with another digital marketing company, and that's completely on you guys and up to you guys. I just hope that this video gives you guys some insight and maybe even helps in making that decision. If they have provided any of the information that I provided. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to hear back from you guys. Have a great weekend. Bye.